Hello my friend, in part 2 of making a power supply in your home, we are going to know about the transformer and the rectifier and act. For changing the AC voltage level, we are using a transformer. And the point of this transformer is that the output voltage is remained AC form. In our power supply that we are using for making a positive and negative 5 volt, positive and negative 12 volt and positive and negative 50 volt, because we need to making a negative voltage form, we need a 3-wire output transformer. This transformer, cause my location voltage is 220 volts, are using this kind of transformer, and we can see the input have a 2-wire and the output of this transformer have 3-wire. Why 3-wire? Because we need to making a negative voltage using a linear regulator. So to convert the AC form to the DC form, we need to using a diode bridge, and we know it as a rectifier. A rectifier consists of a 4 diode, and we can make it using a 4 diode or using this package. This package, we know it as a rectifier package, and this 2 point, this one and this one, is an input AC form, and this one and this one is a DC output pins, the output pins. And we can see that one of the pins is higher than others, some higher, and we can see it's have a ramping here, and it means the positive output form of a DC form is this pin. When we convert an AC voltage to the DC value, the AC value multiply in square 2. For example, if I have a 16 AC voltage and converted it to the DC form, the output voltage, DC voltage, equal to 16 multiply square 2, and it's equal to 22.62 volts. And if you remember that we told you that a linear regulator can handle until 35 volts. So if the higher than this voltage, our regulator go burn and it's never work again. To making a stable voltage, 78XX and 79XX regulator need a higher input voltage than their output, and about 2 volts. So when we're using this transformer, we have 216 output voltage, and when we rectify this voltage, we have 22.62 volts, and it's never bigger than 35 volts, and it's okay for using in our regulator voltage. Next, I am going to show you an example to making a positive and negative 5 voltage using a third output transformer. This transformer that I'm using in this project can handle 3.5 ampere, but you can making a you can using a less than this, and the output of my transformer is 16 volt, 16 0 or GND, and the 16 another 16 volt. So for changing the AC form to the DC form, I am using a rectifier and connecting the rectifier like this diagram. That's a 2-point, this pin and this pin. I am connecting a 16 volt from the transformer, and the rectifier give me a DC form voltage in positive and negative pin. So when I'm using a transformer to change the AC form to the DC form, the output of the rectifier is like this, and you can see that it have a ripple on output, and it's not near to the DC form. And for this purpose that I make it closer to the DC form, I am using a capacitor, an electrolytic capacitor. Each electrolytic capacitor have positive and negative pole that you can see in its body. That's you can see the negative sign here. So this pin is a negative. When I like to connecting this, I must connect like this negative pole. So I am connecting negative to the 0, and connecting the positive to my positive pole. And here is 2. For making it better and close my output voltage to the DC form, I need to using a ceramic capacitor in parallel to my electrolytic capacitor. So this kind of capacitor didn't have any polarity, so when I'm using this capacitor here, I connecting its parallel to my electrolytic capacitor for better output voltage shape. So I am using a 7805 regulator for my positive 5 volt, and I am using a 7905 regulator for my negative volt. You can see that the positive voltage regulator 7805, the first pin is input from the positive pole of the rectifier that we can see here by signing of the ramp, and its pin is longer than another's, this pin. And for making a negative voltage, we need to using this pin of this regulator, and connecting it to the 2 pin, and connecting the 1 pin to the GND or 0. So the output of this regulator is negative 5 voltage. By this diagram, I can making a positive and negative 5 volt and GND. In the next, I am showing you how we can making a better regulation, and how we can making our power supply, and showing our ending diagram.